having a great serve isn't the end of the story. What you need to do is you need to be able to have lots of variations so that your opponent never knows what's coming next. So what sort of variations can you have with your serve? There are three things that you can focus on: spin, speed, and placement.
Wow, look at that. It's so effective to combine different side spins. It's really hard for your opponent to track the ball. So these are ways you can really confuse your opponent. Watch how this curls from right to left. And then the pendulum from left to right. It's great use of the pendulum and reverse pendulum serves. Mixing up between your backspin, side spin and topspin serves is also a very effective way to keep your opponent off guard. By throwing in the different variations, it's hard for them to get used to your serve. Here in slow motion we can see the backspin serve. Watch how the backspin grips into the table and starts spinning the ball back towards the net. Now with the side spin, we're really going to get a lot of curve on the ball. And the topspin is going to skid through low and straight.
We've already learnt about the three variations of spin, of backspin, side spin and top spin. But the other thing you can do is you can vary the amount of spin that you're putting on the ball. So when we're trying to vary the amount of spin, what we need to think about is the speed of contact and the fineness of the contact. Let's have a look at our wheel. So to generate some spin, okay, we're brushing the ball and doing it slowly. That will generate a little bit of spin. To generate more spin, we need to brush it faster. Of course, we can vary what we do there. Sometimes we can generate lots of spin, sometimes we can generate a little spin, or sometimes we can generate almost no spin at all. So the different variations of the amount of spin are going to affect how your opponent returns the ball. If you put more backspin on the ball, they might hit into the net. The next one, you might put less backspin and they might pop it up for you to make a screaming forehand winner. In this passage of play, you'll see two variations of the same type of serve with different amounts of spin. Firstly, Jeff's heavy backspin serve that Brett pops into the net. And now Brett does the no-spin serve that Jeff hits high and Brett puts away for a win. Another method of variation is the speed of your serve. So first up, you can serve short and slow. Or you can serve long and fast. Or you can mix it up. The main reason is it keeps your opponent off balance and off guard. By serving short, okay, they've got to come in. If you serve it long, they've got to go out. Varying it, okay, keeps them off guard and makes it more difficult for them. In a match situation though, you do need to serve most of your serves short. 80% is probably a good guide. Of course, that will always depend on your opponent. If they're particularly bad at returning your long serve, then you'll serve lots of long serves. But in general, you want to serve the ball short. Why short? Because by getting the ball to bounce at least twice on the other person's side of the table, it's harder for them to attack. And table tennis is all about making sure that you are the first person to attack the ball. Another factor in your variation is your placement. These two spots that we have here are the danger zones. Why are they the danger zones? Because this one here is right in the middle of your opponent's forehand. This one here is right in the middle of their backhand. Places to avoid.
Here you can see some devastating returns from balls served into the danger zone.
So these are the danger zones, but look at all the other places we can serve to on the table. Okay, lots of different areas. So where do we serve to? The first thing to consider is your opponent and their strengths and weaknesses. If your opponent is particularly bad on the backhand side, you're going to serve more balls to their backhand side. Conversely, if they're weaker on the forehand side, you can serve more to their forehand. Short is usually good. Short is good because it's harder for your opponent to attack the ball. Okay? This is a great area. Wide is good because it makes your opponent move out to the sides. Why is this area uncovered? That is the crossover point. And that can be difficult for your opponent because that's where they need to make a decision between a forehand and a backhand. If you think about it as being into their armpit, so not into their body because that's their backhand zone, but into their armpit.
Here are 3 effective long serves. First, wide to the forehand. The second goes deep into the backhand. And the third catches Jeff off guard into his middle.